Oh, it's bedtime now, and I'm off to bed in a minute here to go to church. We go to church tomorrow, which is Sunday, the 23rd of June, 2018. I go to Abundant Life Church in Biloxi, Mississippi, Rodenberg Avenue, where Bishop Jason Johnson and Pastor Kim Johnson, his wife, ministers there. They have a daughter named Cachet, and they have a son named Justin, who's there all the time as well. Justin's military. Cachet, his daughter, is a social worker. His wife, Kim Johnson, works at the VA for veterans. Bishop Johnson, he was a military guy in the Air Force. He was a flight guard there. He may be a lieutenant, but I'm not for sure. But he's been treating me nice. He's been his family, took me into their home because my mom and dad didn't send me back to their home. I've been through a whole lot. I've been through a divorce, and it took a toll on me emotionally and spiritually as well. Because she had cheated on me. She didn't want me to stay with her at all because she had cheated on me. And she told me if I didn't leave her, she was gonna call the police on me or just leave. So I left her. And I came back to the state of Mississippi. I was married for 5 years. Tandra Huntley is her name. The last name is Lee. Her maiden name is Denise. Her maiden name is Hunt, but her middle name is Denise. Tandra Denise Hunt. Her mom is Retha Hunt from Selma, Alabama. And she's also from Selma, Alabama, my ex-wife. I seen her family, which was a good thing, but I didn't enjoy myself when I was there. I knew something was wrong. Her family member was Elma King. She's city councilman. And she worked for the city council board. I don't know if she's a councilman, but she works for the city board. And her brother Willie Moulton is a sheriff in Camden, Alabama. I didn't know that. She told me the information. I've been through a lot. I got hit by a car when I was little. The car almost flipped me over when I had my bicycle. And I was running across the street to go to the park when I was little at 11 years old. I also got abused as a child coming up, not by my father, but basically my mother. My mother whooped me when I was in the tub taking a bath. My mother didn't know how to raise us, but she did the best she could, and she was only doing what she thought was best. But that was just a little bit too much. Um, I also had a leg problem to where my bone popped in my leg when I was in Tennessee. The bone popped out of my leg, and I couldn't walk. When I was there, I think it was 13 years old as well. So that was something I had to experience. And I got into it with my family member when I was 16. His name is Johnny Griffith Sr. And no, it's Johnny Griffith Jr. I have a lot of family members. Mom was raised in a family of 14 kids. And his well being was put in jeopardy because someone lied on him as well. My uncle Johnny Griffith, Johnny Griffith Jr. It took a toll on me because someone wanted me to show his wife my private area when I was 16 years old. His name is Mitchell Jefferson. He paid me $1 to say, okay, well, I want you to do this. I know if he's going to beat me up if I didn't do it. I was 16 years old. And he was an older guy. And I did not understand what was going on, but he didn't say anything about it. No one said anything about it till she caught me doing that to her. and she said something about it. So I thank God she did that, so I would know what was going on. But the thing about it, I never did tell them that information about what was going on. But they found out through her motivational speech to her husband. That was a toll on me as well. My mom and dad, I had to go to foster care. I almost left them because of a situation that happened between my father. Back in the day when I was in the 4th or 5th grade. And it happened to me as a child, so I went to a lot of abuse as a child. But they're doing better now. They're I haven't seen them too many times since I've been away from them. I left town to go to Mobile, Alabama as well. Mobile, Alabama gave me a scapegoat because I had went to college at University of South Alabama to be a pre-med student at the time. Then I changed my major to the field to where I didn't know if I was gonna do well or not, but I had to pray about it, and it was criminal justice. And I had got into it with one of my professors. He didn't pass me, and I knew I had passed it. I knew I did everything right on the test. And I told my professor, I forgot what the professor's name was. He was a criminal justice professor. He left me with an F on the paperwork when I knew I had passed it. He told me that I'm not welcome back in his class anymore. And I left there. Now that took a toll on me as well too. But I told him, I said, okay, if you're gonna do this to me, I'm still gonna be successful. No matter what you do. He downplayed my thoughts. He downplayed what my actions. And look at me today. I had a chance to become a senator. I filled out an application to become a senator, U.S. Senator in Gulfport, Mississippi. It was 2011 or 2012. And I talked to an attorney that was attorney for senators. He gave me the application as well. I filled it out. I sent it to Jackson, Mississippi, the capital of Mississippi. They never did say anything about it. It was just sitting there in the office. And another thing I did too that I'm proud of, that I had a chance to fill out an application to become a president of the United States of America. You file it with the Federal Elections Commission if you're eligible. Then the Federal Election Commission send you the application to fill it out and send it in to the White House. The White House checks it all the time. You know who checks it? It's the President of the United States that checks it. It comes to their office desk. People say, okay, well, he's making it up. No, it's the evidence right there at the office. And all I did was send it in to them, and I thank God for that moment, because I had a chance to relay the message back to my father and mother and brother. I was excited about that as well. But you know what took a toll on me as well with that? They started scandalizing my name, committing slander, committing false documentations, committing insufficient evidence to broaden their horizons. You have to have sufficient evidence for things that you say about people. You can't just make up any documentation which is slander of a person's character. My reputation was almost spoiled, but I had to get back into the mode of talking to the right people, the Attorney General office as well. I talked to the president as well. I sent some pictures to the senators as well too of me in my law school acceptance letter. Senator John McCain has one. Senator Hillary Clinton, Hillary Clinton has one. Senator John Kerry has one. And I can't think of anybody else that I sent it to as far as a senator. It had a long lot of names there, and I can't remember the name. I sent my picture into one. I purchased the pictures at Walgreens there in Montgomery, Alabama. Montgomery, Alabama has been good to me. I got hired to be an FBI agent by Paul Hendrick. That was good. That was a blessing to me. Also, too, that I got hired there from Paul Hendrick. I didn't know he left to go to when he left me. So I cannot reach him anymore after that application. After I had to go to the training for the FBA department, I got hired to be a corrections officer too when that didn't work out for me. On time that I didn't work out when things didn't work out for me, I did something else different. And they probably thought, well, he's doing this and doing that. Well, what happened? A lot of people ask that question, what happened? What happened was I didn't have transportation to get to the places. Some places was out of town. I couldn't reach there because I didn't have the direction to get there. I knew I probably could take a limo, but that probably been too much money to that spend, or a taxi, too much money. I had my own car at the time. It was Mitsubishi Galant. It was white. So far, I had 5 cars in my lifetime, and I'm 36 years old. Almost 40. I'll be 37 and coming up next year. Uh, I had 5 cars so far. I had a house that I was with my wife. I had two duplexes, two apartment complexes that I stayed at with my ex spouse. We had also some cars with her as well. She had a Honda Civic, which was both of our cars. I purchased for her. She had a Honda Accord also too with me. She had a Toyota Camry also too with me. And she had a Geo Metro. So she was doing pretty good. She was living a life, good life. We had $50,000 together when I was with her. Different funds and different things like that as well that we had together. I am happy that we did that because it made a difference in our lives. Thank you, and I'm out.